Hey, what's cracking, guys? So, hey, the other day I finally broke out a rub that I got a while back in the mail from Simon Barbecue, and it's the Applewood rub. And guys, I got to tell you, it was a fun cook. Did some live fire cooking and put that video together, and so that's what you guys are about to see right here in a minute. But hey, as always, guys, make sure you check the description box below so that you can get a hold of this rub if you so choose to do so. But anyway, hey, let's get into this video. All right, let's go. Alright guys, so today we're going to be trying out this new Applewood rub. This is by Simon Barbecue. So yeah, we're going to try this out. I've had these rubs here for a little while. I got a trio pack, and it's time for us to put these on something and get it on the grill. So let's get this cracked open and let's taste it. So there's our color on it. It's got a nice little reddish orange little color to it. So man, let's taste this and see what it tastes like. All right, so this has a good, I can taste the sweet, I can taste the savory saltiness to it. I taste a tiny bit of heat. It's got a really good flavor to it. So man, let's get this on something and let's get it on the grill. All right, let's do this. All right guys, so what we've got here are some really good size loin chop pork chops here. These are probably about 1.5 inches, 2 inches thick. Still have a nice little fat cap on them. So we're just gonna get these seasoned up and get this Applewood rub put onto it. All right guys, so we've got our Applewood barbecue rub on from Simon Barbecue, and now we're gonna actually just put on some black pepper. All right guys, so we got these chops all rubbed up, they're ready to go. We're gonna get the grill lit up and get these guys on. So we'll let these hang out for a little bit. So let's get the grill lit up, all right? Let's go. Now today we're gonna be using our Backline Smokers multi-tool. This is a live fire cooker built by Ryan Doolin of Backline Fabrications. Now with this cooker, we've got a couple of surfaces here. We've got our grilling side here with our expanded metal, as well as a plancha for griddle purposes on the opposite side. Now we've also got a couple of hanging racks that are circular grilling racks that you can adjust, as well as having a center grill that's got my logo in it, TheDawgfathasBBQ. Now forgive my motion here on the camera as I'm moving things around to kind of show you what's going on, but we've got a hanging system that our two circular racks are hanging from. You can also add more additional chains or use butcher's twine or whatever you want. This rack system has the ability to swing side to side, allowing you to move your proteins or products away from the fire or closer to the fire. You also have a handle here on our grilling surface and plancha plate that you can swing that entire plate over out of the way to expose the fire bowl and expose your hanging system more to the fire if you like, or you can swing it back into place with the positive location, gets you dead center right onto that fire bowl, and you can also swing that the hanging system back over top of your fire pit. Now today we're going to use B&B lump charcoal to get our fire started. So we're just going to put some of this lump charcoal onto our grilling rack here in our fire bowl, and we're going to just kind of let this dust settle here and kind of rearrange our charcoal a little bit, and then we're going to put some tumbleweeds in. Guys, this is what we're going to use to help get this charcoal lit. But we've got our tumbleweeds put in place, we've got our charcoal put in place, and we're going to fire up our grill gun just to get these tumbleweeds lit to get these coals going, guys. we always want to get a good bed of coals going before we really start doing our cooking. So that's what we're doing with this grill gun and the tumbleweeds. Now that we've got our charcoal lit pretty well, we're going to add some post oak. Now this is some post oak wood that I get from my man Mike Wheeler over at Sierra Wood. And we're going to let this wood burn and get a good smoke going. And this is where you start to build that great post oak aroma. Now we've let that kind of burn down. We've got it ashed over. We're going to go ahead and just kind of flip over this post oak wood so we can get a good clean burn again on the opposite side and not have any smoldering. And once we do that, we're going to be ready to get our proteins on and get this smoke going. All right, gang, so as you can see, we got our grill lit, we got our wood burning after starting off with that B&B charcoal, so we're looking good. We've got our chops all rubbed up and they're looking right, so we're gonna get them put onto this rack right here. Now the first part of this cook, we are literally just gonna be getting some smoke flavor into these pork chops. So as you can see, we've got our wood burning, we've got some smoke coming up, we've got some nice heat coming up. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna move this over just so we can get a little smoke flavor onto these chops. Now the way that I gauge this is I just put my hand kind of grate level, and if I can hold my hand there for an extended amount of time, I know we're not cooking too hot and we're able to get some smoke flavor into these chops. So we're gonna go ahead and let these smoke away here for a little while, and I'll bring you guys back in a little bit. All right, guys, hey, we have got our pork chops getting a little smoke on them over there on our Backline multi-tool, and everything is going well. We just got another log of post oak put on and getting it burning there. And so guys, what I thought would be really cool and really fun to do with this is to make us some smoked or fire roasted pineapple salsa. So let's go ahead and get this salsa put together. All right, let's go. Now Dawgfatha has sent me quite a few knives to demonstrate and use and whatnot, and I'm loving these knives here. Now they've made several different series. As you can see here, I've got 3 represented in the Frostfire, the Shogun series, as well as the Valhalla. Now these knives are really sharp, guys. They hold an edge for a really long time. They're super comfortable in your hands, and they're made of excellent steel. So if you're in the market for new knives, guys, I'm telling you, check out Dawgfatha, and I will absolutely put a link in the description box below so you can get yours. All right, gang, so as I said, we're going to be making us a salsa here, and this is very simple. The only ingredients you're really going to need is some jalapenos. We've got a pineapple here, and I've already had half an onion in my refrigerator cut, so we're going to use that as well. All we're going to do here with the pineapples, or I'm sorry, with the jalapenos, is we're just going to cut the stem off, guys. And you know what? Let's go ahead and cut it in half. So we'll go ahead and cut it in half. We like it a little spicy, so we're gonna actually leave the seeds in it. So I'm gonna set that to the side here. Now we got our pineapple, and all we're gonna do is we're just gonna cut the top off of this pineapple, and we're gonna cut the bottom off of this pineapple. And yes, you can see just how sharp these Dawgfatha knives are, going straight through it. And all we're gonna do here is just kind of cut the rind off of this thing. All right, so now that we got the peeling cut off of this pineapple, all we're gonna do is just go straight down, guys, and just cut like little steaks off of here. And I don't really want the core, so I'm just kind of working my way around here. All right, guys, so just like that, we got this all cut. We've got our pineapple, we've got our jalapenos, and we've got our white onion. So all we got to do now is get them over there to get some smoke and heat. All right, so let's get them on. All right, so we've got our onion here. We're gonna get it put on this rack. We've got our jalapenos here we're gonna get put on. And now we're just gonna lay our pineapples right on here. And I'm kind of laying them off on the edge here just so I can make sure I've got room for all of the pineapples here. So we've got the pineapples, the jalapenos, and the onions on. And we're just gonna kind of let them kiss the heat and get a little bit of the smoke. It's not gonna take a very long time. I'm feeling like that might be a little hot, so we're gonna go ahead and raise up here. Now we're just gonna grab our little chain link and hook it up here. Just like that, guys, and we're gonna let this get some smoke and some heat. I'll bring you back in a bit. All right, so after about 10 or 15 minutes of getting some smoke onto the pineapple and the jalapeno and onions, we went ahead and lowered it down to get some good marks onto the fruit, you know, get a little char mark onto it. And hey, once we got that, we were able to get them off. It didn't really take a long time on fruit like this, delicate fruit like this, so we didn't grill it too super long, but we got it off of our grill here and got it all collected up, and it's got some good marking to it, so I think that's going to translate into some good flavor. So we're going to get it in the house and get this salsa going, guys. So we took all of our ingredients that we pulled off of our grill there, and we got them into our food processor. Now everything goes into the food processor, guys, and we're going to add a little pineapple juice. We added about maybe a little under 1/3 of a cup of pineapple juice to this, and went ahead and got the top put on it, and it's going to be just that simple. Now we're going to get it put back onto our base here, and we're just going to kind of start pulsing it to get it going, and break it down just a little bit. Not too long, but we're going to break it down just a little bit, and then we're going to pop the top on it, and we're gonna add in some cilantro, guys, a little bit of cilantro. So we got a little cilantro put in there, and we're gonna kind of blend it away again, get everything mixed together, get the top off of it, and take a look, looking like we want it to be. So guys, just that simple and easy. We just made some pineapple salsa to go with this pork chop. Now back to the pork chop, guys. We're smoking it right now just to add some smoke flavor to it, and checking our temperature on it, and we're still about 112, 113 degrees. We're looking for an internal temperature of about 144, 145 degrees. So we're going to lower it down to our fire, and we're going to go ahead and finish grilling these pork chops off. All right, guys, so let's do a recap of what we did with today's cook. Now, again, we're doing super thick cut pork chops today. These were loin chops. They were about 2 inches thick that we got from our local grocery store, or HEB, of course, and we got them seasoned up. Now today we're using Simon Barbecue, the Applewood barbecue rub, and again, this is the first time we're using this rub, and I gotta say that straight out of the package, it's a great tasting rub. So we got that applied to our pork chop, and of course we had to add in our old faithful, our coarse ground black pepper from Fiesta Spices. So we got these rubbed up onto our pork chops, and we'll let them hang out while we got our cooker fired up. Now today we're doing a live fire cook, so we're using our multi-tool from Backline smokers. Well, we got it started up with some B&B lump charcoal along with a couple of tumbleweeds. We used our grill gun to get this thing ignited, and we let that charcoal just kind of heat its way through. To that, we added some post oak wood from my brother Mike Wheeler over at Sierra Wood. And I mean, you know, it's Central Texas, we gotta have that post oak flavor, right? So we got some wood on there, and we just burned these things down to make some nice coals to get our cooking going. After we got some good coals going and we got a good smoke going, we got our pork chops put onto our multi-tool in one of our circular racks. At that point, we're just letting it get some smoke and letting it come up to temperature slowly. Now today we're looking for an internal temperature of about 145 degrees to call these pork chops done. So we're just gonna let them hang out and absorb that smoke. Now while we had these pork chops going, we decided, hey, let's make a pineapple salsa, guys. So that's what we did. We got us a pineapple, we got some jalapenos, and we got some onions. And really it was a half an onion I had, 1 jalapeno, and a whole pineapple. We got the skin cut off of this pineapple. We got the flesh, and you know, we reserved the core. The core is kind of good to chew on and all that a little bit later. But anyway, we took the flesh and we got all this put onto another one of our racks. Got it onto our multi-tool so we could get some smoke onto it and get a little heat to it, and then hey, we pulled it off. We got all those ingredients put into our blender. We added a little pineapple juice to it, blended it up, and then we added some cilantro to it to finish it off, guys. Now at that point, If it's a little too sweet for you, add a little bit of salt. I'll do it to taste. We ended up adding about a teaspoon or so of salt, and it came out just perfect for us. Had a good spice on it. So adjust it to your flavors and how you like it. Now, after we finished this salsa, we got our pork chops finished off. We lowered our grills back down to the fire. We're again looking for that 145-degree temperature. Once we hit that 145-degree temperature, we pull those pork chops off, let them rest, and now you're caught up with today's cook. So it's time for us to go taste some pork chops with this applewood rub, guys. Let's go. All right, guys, so here we've got our pork chop. Again, we did this on our multi-tool. It's got fantastic color to it. We've got a little pineapple salsa here that we're throwing into the mix. And again, we use this, this Simon barbecue applewood barbecue rub. So let's go ahead and cut into this and let's see what we got. Now, we cooked this one to an internal temperature of about 145 degrees, guys. So, and then we kind of let it rest up. That's what we got here, guys. So let's taste this. All right, here we go. Okay, hold up. Now, this rub here, it's got a great sweetness. I mean, we tasted this earlier. Man, you put that with this pork, out of bounds good. Out of bounds good. Guys, I am absolutely gonna put this down in the description box for you to go check out. Make sure you guys get you some of this stuff, because I'm telling you, it's pretty dang good. Only thing I wish I had now is some cobbler.